I want to sleep with 100
100
men. And then we now saw that a governmental agency all of a sudden made her ambassador for against drug abuse. So we were
How
now.
is it related?
Hello everyone, welcome to Culture Shock. This is the show where we break tables.
You didn't
Tables.
say that the last time.
It does not matter. We are seeing it today.
Sorry.
We are seeing it today.
Okay.
So, guys, if you are just joining us and you're wondering what on God's planet is bricks, it means this is where we
Break
And
we
fix.
fix tables.
because we are the son of and daughters of the carpenter.
No, we've been through this.
Yes, no. Like Joseph was a carpenter.
Oh dear.
Then gave birth to Jesus.
So, guys, why they are still arguing on whether they are carpenter related or they are doing carpentry? Today, we want to discuss about something that happened that was shocking
What shocked me?
in our culture. So, we are in the season where everybody's aiming for great things, trying to achieve purpose, trying to break into newness and break records.
Break the juggler.
So people have been breaking different records. There was somebody that cooked the biggest pot of rice.
Jollof.
Did you go?
I did not go, but I learned it was a beautiful experience. People broke largest gathering of teachers
Yes,
record.
I saw that.
Another
And
person,
also painted the biggest
Map.
yeah.
another person did the highest number of people coming together to draw the map of Nigeria.
Yeah.
Different people, and then one person decided that I have a new record I want to
Just
break.
woke up in the morning feeling motivated.
And said, I want to break this record. Now, this record is what is shocking
Yes.
and surprising. And the aftermath of this public declaration of
It's
intent
more shocking.
is more shocking. And that's what we want to discuss today. Now she came and said, this is the record I want to break. I want to sleep with 100 men.
Men's.
So that will break record. And then the people that were in charge of record say, no, we don't used to accept this kind of record, or we don't used to want this kind of record, or as per we don't used to, celebrate this kind of thing. There is not something that we celebrate. They say, no, I will do it. And I wonder, this is your motivation. Something is happening. And then we now saw that a governmental agency all of a sudden made her ambassador for
something.
drug against drug abuse. So we were
How
now-
is it related? That's my question.
That's the question.
Me, I feel maybe they're thinking that the inspiration is coming from drug.
And the best is not.
Maybe she woke up motivated and high.
Okay, shouldn't that person go to the rehab or go for therapy or something?
They want her to advise people, share experience, a wealth of experience.
Well, it does not end there. You see, recently, different wonderful things have been happening.
and they have been celebrating them.
And they have been celebrating. Another one that brings to fore is also a musician. This is about a year or 2 years ago, who was seen to be jumping, is it fence or something?
Yes.
And then they made the person an ambassador too.
Ambassador.
And then more recently is one
Musician.
who I think fought or took alcohol in front of the airplane.
Something like
And
that.
something happened, but was supposed
They
to be
still made
charged to
him ambassador.
and then it was made an ambassador.
What am I going to do? to
So the
make me
question is,
ambassador?
what are we going to do to become
An ambassador.
Actually, that's not the question. The question is, what
is happening?
What are we
what is
celebrating?
happening and why? What are we celebrating? What is this going to result into? Because remember that in this same time frame, a lady Nigerian student, secondary school, won is it the best mathematics in the whole world, and she was given just 200,000.
My God.
While they will do Big Brother and somebody will take 100 million naira.
So the question of the things we celebrate and what it connotes to this world is a question that is before us today. What are we celebrating and what is the impact on our society?
So I think it starts from where, all in the name of fame, people will start to do whatever they feel like people will embrace. And that is where this comes, because what we celebrate now is rubbish. When you go online, you see things that are not biblical, that, we are Christians. That's why we see it as a menace. But some things are just so less, they don't have any morals in it. And even if you are not a child of God, you can still decode that this is arrant nonsense. How would you wake up in the morning and want to break a record? Was there a record like that before?
I have no idea.
That's true.
So that's your first idea.
Because you only break an existing
An existing record.
If it does not
She
been
wanted
done
to
before,
create the
technically
record.
you are breaking it.
Yeah. So I think it starts from this phase of where we are currently in terms of morals and value. We or people that know what is right in terms of morals, apart from even giving your life to Christ. I'm not taking that out. You have to give your life to Christ, definitely. But I'm just trying to say that we have morals, normal cultural morals. Why would you want to do something like this? Or why would you do something bad and you are celebrated for it instead of being punished for it?
Well, has she done it? Did she do it?
No,
No,
she not do
I'm
it. It's
not doing it. But we're just talking about those artists that did something wrong and they are still celebrating.
Okay.
So currently, it's a menace where people just celebrate, and the same thing falls to music and saying rubbish. People just come out, sing rubbish, and it's trending online. That's the best music online. You understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, but the thing is, at this point in time, I feel what people are celebrating. I did we miss a point? I cannot see the relationship between someone having such saying they want to break that kind of a record
And yeah, be
and
celebrated.
no, she wasn't celebrated for that.
She was. They give her. She was.
No, don't let us just celebrate it. Let's say as a result of that, maybe not a result. Maybe
Because okay, that's where I'm saying that it wasn't correlating. Like you're saying you want to break a record for sleeping with 100 men, and you have an ambassador or what did you
yeah.
call
So
it again?
of
think
drug
For
and
yeah,
drug
no against
against
drug
drug
abuse.
abuse.
So I
Drug
think
abuse.
another way we can look at it, I don't know. I'm trying to make excuse from the awardee
Awardees'
point of view.
view.
It's such that we are trying to make somebody who is dreaming of something that does not have purpose, and we give them a purpose.
Yeah.
Give them a purpose.
Yes,
It,
now,
it actually,
you know,
one way or
from
the other, actually makes a little
from
sense.
trying to sleep with 100 people and then I say, oh, don't do that.
That.
Why not be somebody who is speaking against drug
This,
abuse?
yeah.
But have we dealt with the foundational issue?
I do
I
not
mean,
know that one.
I don't know. To be honest, it just looks like they're just painting a collapsed foundation, actually. But on the flip side,
Yeah,
to agree
I
with
remember
you,
this also.
with him, sorry, because if you are being celebrated for it, it mean not like celebrated in
Yeah.
that sense or made an ambassador.
Repurposed.
It's repurposed. So it's created to actually make you mend yourself so that you can mend people.
Burn people.
Do you get? So maybe they caught you for drug abuse and they feel like, okay, what we can do is this person is influential because this person has a wide audience range or influencing range. So let's give this person a duty to do that. I remember when this happened in COVID, during COVID, a popular actor or actress, sorry, they said they should not have a party, people should not go out and all of
Okay.
that. And there was a big party and the government took her in and they said they were going to punish her, so she had to face some things. Also, they made her an ambassador for something like this, so she was able to speak to people that it's a bad thing to actually do this.
So is that
So-
what's happening now? Do we
so-
get
I don't know if they are doing it the right way, but I also see that the purpose of this, maybe the initial purpose of this, is actually to use that person to talk to people. But do you think they're doing it
but
right?
I feel there's something that's wrong with the equation. There's no how we want to put it. This
They're
equation
supposed
is
to.
not
So you
balanced.
are thinking that they're supposed to punish the person or correct the person before the person is made an ambassador.
I think at that point in time is not the ambassador thing that should be first.
Okay.
If you're trying to address an issue, you can find other means of addressing the issue. Have maybe an awareness
Okay.
against that issue. Create more seasonal awareness at the moment, but not saying because this person or everybody just makes an excuse because everybody knows that this is happening.
Should I tell you why?
Okay.
Let me tell you why. If James today says something, does something bad, they might not give him the ambassador or whatever. They would prefer to punish him. You know why? Because no, don't let me use Ife James. Maybe somebody random, somebody that we don't have an idea about. Somebody that just does something bad. They caught him with drugs. They would jail that person and nobody would do anything about it.
Absolutely.
But why they are doing this for these people, like you said, is because these people are influential. A lot of people know them. For
But this
her to
person
come out,
you mentioned is person influential.
very influential.
Really?
I think so.
Yes, very influential. I don't know. You know that people can't influence on Instagram
No,
by
be-
a number of followers
no.
and all of that, obviously.
The definition of influence now is completely different.
Yeah.
Influence
You're
is no
right.
longer adding value.
Influence
Influence
is how
is
many
just
Having
people.
numbers for
having
value.
numbers, not even for
Not
value, just having
having
numbers.
numbers. Yeah. They will say that
Oh.
your Instagram followers, you have 1 million followers. They see you as an influencer. Do you get? So that was why I think I'm just supporting them in that sense. So I think that was why they were able to say, okay, because this person can actually kick against this thing, because you said something bad. Now go ahead and start saying
Right.
the right things about this.
So I think I would like us to start bringing what I think I would want us to start fixing this table now.
Yeah, let's
And the
fix
first place to start from is that when we continually seem to reward bad actions,
Actions
we are
in the name of.
reinforcing bad actions.
You're right,
Mhm.
very right. Yes.
And because it is obvious that people who do things that ought to be celebrated are not given that amount of intentionality,
Mhm.
I think it will continue to discourage people from doing things that are adding value to the society at large.
Yeah.
Such that we need to be very careful
Mhm.
of the things that we celebrate on a global scale. But now, even as an individual, celebration is not only when you pop the champion. Celebration is when you click the like button.
Yeah.
So
There are people that liked it.
yeah, the people that like that
Obviously.
retweeted it. So the question is the kind of content that you send to your friend, like, share, repost. Those things, are you giving affirmation to those kind of content?
Yeah.
You are saying, I buy into this.
But
That's why
there are
I'm
good
liking it.
content, I feel.
If you share good content, that's good.
Yeah.
No, we are talking about the negative things.
Yeah.
There are
'Cause
jokes.
I feel like you're throwing shade at me.
No, why would I do that?
Why do you feel
Why do you
thrown?
why do you feel thrown?
It's true. The way he's saying it,
I don't know, but it is where. As I was saying, Jerry, before you confused me. So, what I'm saying is that we should remember and realize that when we give a thumbs up to a content, we are saying, I value this content.
Yep.
We are saying, I like this content.
Yep.
We are saying that I celebrate this content.
Yep.
And if you do that to even jokes that are lewd, jokes that mock your faith as a believer,
It's bad.
you are laughing and you are sharing. You are saying, I like this, I value it, I celebrate it.
Yeah.
That's true.
So I mean,
okay, that
Sorry, go ahead.
I'm seeing it as bringing what. Imagine if that was posted, and we have so many people coming in, rushing into the comment section, debunking such acts.
Yeah.
Yes, and that's kind of further contributes to okay, maybe peradventure they could see it in a different light. So I think I agree with what you're saying, but at the same time, I can't seem to understand what's happening where people do something bad. Is it a means of covering it up, or are we trying to cover what really happened up? Because now the real thing that made her say she wants to do that has not been addressed. What if after the whole whatever role or reward she's given is over, and she says, "Okay, previously I intended to do 100, now we're doing 1,000." What are they going to do then? Make her the president?
That makes sense.
No, I'm just saying.
What if it
Because
was a publicity stunt?
Yeah, I mean, I said that. I think I thought about that as well.
maybe she didn't mean to.
Maybe it was just for
Yeah, maybe because, of course,
to gain
in the-
traction.
traction and attention.
attention.
To
But even though there's a position your mind has to be for you to choose some things as publicity stunts.
It's really crazy. So I wanted to also talk about this
preposterous.
part, and maybe I'm digressing. I don't know, because I think what is happening right now is against everything that's happening in the world right now is most likely against the gospel, because normally what Jesus came to here to tell us to do is to win souls for the kingdom. And what is happening right now is that everybody is chopping off souls instead of winning souls. The more influential people, I mean, just that way, the more influential people that we have right now are people publicizing rubbish and taking people away from the faith. That is why it is now much more harder to be able. That's why we now have people that were Christians and now they are now atheists. People that were Christians and believe there's God, but there's no Jesus, right? So I think one thing that we need to do is that in the light of this, we also have to now be an ambassador, sharing the gospel actively. I don't know. I'm not saying that I should become a content creator, but we should be even in our, like you said, even in what you're liking and sharing,
Yeah, that's true.
it
Because
could be
just the fact that you
influenced.
think it's,
Yeah.
even if you don't agree with it and you think it's funny,
And you
and you
just liked
just
it.
like,
That
or
means you celebrate
or
that
you share.
information. Yeah,
And
or
the
you share.
algorithm will make sure that
People in
more
your
people see it.
Yes,
yeah.
they say, and in that way, you're contributing
Obviously,
negatively to.
you're even spreading that.
Yes, because whoever
news.
you share it with might not deem it fit as, oh, this thing is not worth sharing,
Yeah.
but they keep sharing and sharing,
Sharing.
and it continues the cycle. I feel that it's important that we as believers have a demarcation to what it can be. Anything goes.
Yeah.
I think I once shared the how I was seated beside a person. I think I just joined Instagram of recent then, and she was scrolling through her phone on Instagram, and I was confused. I looked at my phone and I said, "What app is that?" She said, "Instagram." I thought the same thing I'm saying is what everybody was saying.
Wow. I
No,
say you have baby boomer this thing
no,
in your
I'm
body.
honest. I just felt it was, so ours was looking very strange. It was
Yeah.
having weird people dancing. I said, "What's going on here? Why are you seeing that?" I'm not. Then I started scrolling. Probably I was going to see the same thing. I wasn't seeing it, and I realized it was what she was giving herself to,
Yeah.
and what I was giving myself to is different. I told someone. I just said it here this morning that on my Instagram page, I go on my Instagram page and I scroll like one, two, three. I'm already crying or speaking in tongues based on something I've watched because that's what I've given myself to.
Yeah.
So when people say that, oh, this thing is very distracting, what is your algorithm bringing to you? What exactly are you feeding yourself?
Yeah.
It boils down to this aspect because things like this now should not even see the light of the day. It should be. This is someone you're meant to call aside and say, "Come, let's do deliverance."
Let's do deliverance one. Let's go and do therapy because it's just out of the box.
That's what I've been saying. There is some psychological thing going on there.
I mean, that
I'm
maybe.
honest.
I think for me, that's why they give a drug this thing. They feel like something is not correct right here.
No, do you just wake up and say that that's what you want to do? At least the person that did jollof rice thing was feeding people for free.
Yeah.
That day, if you didn't have an idea of what to eat, just be there. You're gonna eat something. But this one, I mean, what? It's just preposterous.
Sorry.
But
It's
the
just no, I'm honest. It's just, but something is wrong with that mindset. And you see, this is what she came to Limelight to talk about. What about what's happening behind the scene? That
I don't know about that.
no, I'm just trying to
I
say
bet she'll be
that
fine.
that's another thing. But for us as believers, where do we bring a balance to this? Because people might say, okay, leave her, let her do her thing. Everybody focus on your thing. Focus on your thing is what some children will go and see.
Yeah.
That's what another child will see.
Yeah.
That's the truth. Because
Yeah.
this is one of the reasons I didn't say, okay, don't give her ambassador or whatever. But my point is, have anyone sat her down to ask her what's going on? Why would you want to do this? She might then confess that I can never do that. It was just a publicity stunt. Then we understand. But in the first place, whatever sponsored that mindset is not of God.
God.
There's something wrong with it. And I really want to know how exactly do we bring about a balance to things like this with our current society? Because now people are going to, I won't be surprised if someone makes an attempted murder and they say no.
Yeah, that's
You're going
okay,
to
record.
you're going to imagine someone somewhere killing people saying I want to yeah. And then somebody picks up some person and say be an ambassador for anti what? I mean
I
Anti-murder.
think
Go ahead.
again,
Yeah.
as we've said,
serious.
when we don't celebrate value adding people,
Mm-hmm.
we are diminishing the reason to contribute value
Value
to
to
the
them.
society.
Yeah.
That's
So,
true. You
it's-
said that. I think you said
yeah,
that
it's one of
earlier.
those why I'm sad that some schools best graduating student of the entire school will get 20,000
20,000.
naira.
That's really absurd.
Just imagine you spend that amount of hours to read, and they say your reward is
It's
20,000.
20K.
Yeah. Why
Like
won't
that's
you
why would you be interested in achieving that kind
more
of success?
yeah. And if we have more people that are celebrated, like you said, on this, it pushes people to say, oh, I can do this. Someone shared a story in a conference. When he was in 100 level, he saw that the best graduates and students was celebrated, but the person that had the best project was celebrated even much more. So he told himself that, okay, I'm going to ensure that by the time I get here, I'm going to be the best. And that happened. He had the best project by virtue of just one mark.
And he got
And
the
yeah, and he
gift.
got, look at, that was something that he set before himself
Yeah.
to achieve. If we behold things like this more and more, and you see, oh, this person is doing this person is doing that, not she did this was what she got. I can't imagine another person trying to pull a weird publicity stunt thinking something good will come out of Nazareth. It's not gonna happen.
Sure.
Well, I
So
hope that.
as we end this conversation,
Yeah.
so final thoughts.
Yeah.
Final thought on this is, I think it's important that we contribute to the policies. Now I say this as, and I have my advocacy niche when it comes to women particularly, and I think that depending on what you contribute to the policy, like if James says something, if 500 people or 1,000 or even 2,000 have the same mindset on that page, bombarding the page, it will command every attention. Even other governments will
Yeah.
come in and say, okay, what's going on here? They're going to sit down and ensure that, okay, this thing is taken properly. But when someone is liking and saying, oh, well done, or people are just catching cruise with it, it's not going to bring about any significant change. Now, this is going to be swept under carpet. But another person is going to rise up in like few months and say, I want to break a record of 10,000 men in one day. It's just crazy. I'm just saying.
All right, so for me, I'm just going to talk, maybe not in that lady's point of view. I'm just going to talk about the information that goes out there and just gets to spread. So, as children of God, like the Bible says that we let our light show shine. So, if you have a car or you have torchlight or you have something and you shine your light and your light is dim, there's light, but people cannot see. You cannot see with that light. But if your battery is fully charged, you definitely would see. So I just want to say this to people that are out there and you are a child of God. That's the information of God. Because if everybody knows about Christ, or if everybody's knowing about Christ and you're influencing Christ, I'm not sure that these people will be as much as this just saying, right? So our goal, and obviously what Jesus told us to do, is to obviously preach the gospel. So I would advise us that we should be someone that is fully charged so that you can shine your light to people and you can show the word of God, gone, not the break record of that thing. So that's what I want to say.
Yeah, that's
Okay, so
true.
my final words will be that in Philippians, chapter 3, Paul, when he was talking to them, said that the people who are enemies of the cross, they have a lot of characteristics. But the one I want to point out is that they glory in their shame. So there are things that are supposed to be shameful,
But
but they glory in it. So the
Getting
problem that
ambassadors.
comes, that the question that really brings to us is the children of light that are in glory, why are they ashamed of lauding their own glory?
Wow. Yeah.
So if people who are supposed to be ashamed and be timid are public with such kind of things, why is a believer ashamed of speaking the truth?
Yeah.
So be
Yeah, that's true.
audacious
Yeah, they should.
in your
Be
righteousness.
audacious, yeah.
Speak. The righteous is as bold as a lion.
Lion.
And with this, we have come to the end of today's conversation.
But honestly, I want to know our takes on this. I think it's important to know what people think about this.
Yes, now.
Yeah,
So drop
because,
it in the comments.
Yes, let's hear.
I'm sure you're a child of God. I know what you think. I think what you think.
It does not. Sometimes, they want to
for
celebrate
yourself.
some things.
Celebrate
yourself.
Jesus.
But I'm just saying, what do you think about this situation? And what was the best thing you felt the government could have done at the moment? Because this to me is a really dicey
I know you're
table.
angry, but it's fine.
Yeah, it's kind of annoying.
Same good people get angry fast. So thank you very much. My name is Jeremiah Ajayi.
So, be bold in your convictions.
Be bold to enter a relationship.
But I'm not going to be like you guys and also banter you. Guys, what we are talking about is being bold in your convictions. Be loud about Jesus. The righteous is as bold as a lion. Don't be
Yeah.
as timid as, I don't know. But don't be timid. Step out. Be bold. Let people embrace values that are morally acceptable.
Yeah.
Daddy Fred James has spoken.
Which daddy?
Please.
Thank you very much,
Goodbye,
guys.
everybody. It's Jerry.
We have fixed the table.
Yeah, I believe so.
I believe so.
Yeah.